The Toronto Blue Jays offense is just not very good right now. At the time of recording this video, the Blue Jays are currently the worst team in the league when hitting with runners in scoring position. They have the lowest batting average, the lowest slugging, and the lowest OPS, sitting almost 50 OPS points lower than the 29th ranked team in those opportunities. Simply put, they just can't seem to score. On the flip side of things though, the pitching is really starting to round into form, and the rotation is as good as ever. With lots of assets in terms of pitching and a very lackluster offense, it starts to beg the question, could a big trade be coming down the line? What's up everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In this one folks, we're going to be talking about a big Toronto Blue Jays trade scenario that I think might actually make sense for this team moving forward. Before we get into it, I encourage you guys to hit the like and smash the subscribe button if you enjoy Blue Jays content and discussion so you don't miss any future videos. Alright folks, let's get into it. So the Blue Jays player I want to talk about today in a potential trade is Yusei Kikuchi. Now Yusei Kikuchi is having one hell of a year for the Toronto Blue Jays. This video is being filmed prior to his start against the Washington Nationals, but right now Kikuchi has a 2.94 ERA, a whip of 1.158, and has pitched 33.2 innings. The guy has been really good at baseball, and a big reason for that is his curveball. Kikuchi is throwing his curveball almost 30% of the time, and so far opposing hitters are only batting 184 against it. This season from Yusei also isn't completely out of the blue either. Last year he took a big step forward and finished the season with an ERA under 4, pitching 167.2 innings over the course of the year. I'm telling you all this because these are the selling points, right? These are the bullet points if you are Ross Atkins that you provide to another team trying to convince them to buy in on Yusei Kikuchi. Now, I'm sure that there are some of you guys watching right now who are thinking to yourselves, those are really good stats. Yusei Kikuchi's a good player. Don't we want to have good players on the team? Why would we trade him away? And honestly, to everyone thinking that right now, you have a point. In a perfect world, the Blue Jays wouldn't trade Yusei Kikuchi, but would instead hold on to him and hope that his breakout year continues. But sadly, this isn't a perfect world. Kikuchi is on the last year of his contract, and even though he is doing really well, considering you have Ricky Tiedemann in the wings, Yariel Rodriguez wanting to become a full-time starter, and even Alek Manoah potentially being able to play a role, signing him back is probably something that the Jays aren't gonna do. At the same time, the Jays also have an offense that desperately needs some help right now, and you have to ask yourself, what's better for this team as a whole? Would it be better to hold on to Yusei Kikuchi for this year and have him continue to pitch for you, or instead to trade him away and hopefully get some offensive help in return? Blair and Barker brought up this exact scenario on their show the other day, and we're coming to a similar conclusion as I am, even throwing out the Astros as a potential trade partner.
Whoa, time for your daily Betway breather. A quick reminder that the best place to bet is on Betway. Must be 19 years of age or older to play. In collaboration with iGaming Ontario, please bet responsibly. Now, back to the content.
Now, we do need to temper our expectations in terms of return, of course, right? It's not like Yusei Kikuchi is going to bring back somebody like Yordan Alvarez or anything like that. Kikuchi is only on a one-year deal, and this would ultimately be a rental for any team that does decide to show interest, but if he keeps pitching the way that he has been, there will be some value there. I mean, just off the top of my head, Arizona feels like a good place that you might want to call. They have a good offense. Their pitching isn't doing so well right now, and obviously you guys have had a trade relationship in the past, so maybe you could get something done. Ultimately, a Yusei Kikuchi trade isn't going to magically solve all of the Toronto Blue Jays problems, but clearly what they are doing right now is not working, and it might be time to start exploring some other options. But folks, let me know what you think about all this in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, go Jays go.